Hello and welcome back to the channel of automotive nonsense. If you've guessed, I'm in the Alfa Giulia Quadrifoglio. It's the facelifted version, and yeah, it's one of the most exciting cars you can buy in this day and age. It's not electric, it's rear-wheel drive, it's really sodding fast, and it makes great noises. It's a rival for the BMW M3. In this video, I'm going to tell you whether you should buy over an M3 and whether you should sell your family, your kids, and everyone else to afford one. And frankly, you should, because it's the last of a dying breed. When this goes off sale, it's going to be replaced with an electric car. And frankly, we're going to be saying goodbye to one of the best engines and chassis combinations on sale. So enough waffle, let's get on with it. Oh, and there's going to be some track driving where I'm wearing some kind of weird merkin cover on my chin. And I've got lost. Yeah, you probably don't need me to tell you that the Alfa Giulia Quadrifoglio is something a little bit special. It's just been updated for 2024 with some new daytime running lights, LED matrix headlights, a new mechanical limited slip diff on the back axle, replacing the old torque vectoring, and there are some small interior changes that we'll get to as well. But it still looks absolutely bloody amazing, especially in this blue colour, which is an optional £700 paint to you. Red is the free colour, and if you want that fancy Montreal green colour, that's £2,000. But yeah, this for me is peak Giulia spec. You've got a carbon splitter down there, which I think is actually active aero as well. It comes on 19-inch wheels standard, and there's two different designs of those. You can get the brake calipers painted red for £450. I'm just going to sit here and try not to make a mess of it, because it's giving me trouser excitement. Right, I have to show you the engine because it's pretty pornographic. Not this isn't shiny and metal like Alfa V6s used to be, but the carbon bonnet. And you can actually see a sliver of carbon from behind the wheel when you're driving it. Again, just makes this car feel really special. But yeah, 2.9 litre V6, twin turbo, 520 horsepower, rear wheel drive with that new mechanical limited slip diff on the back axle. It's an amazing thing. Now, I should point out, I have just had to employ the help of about 10 people that work at Alfa Romeo to find the bonnet release catch. It's not in the right place, but whatever, I don't care when it's got this engine in it. Now, in case you're struggling to position this car in the market, it's 4.6 meters long, which is about that much shorter than the current BMW 3 Series or Mercedes C-Class, because those cars have just got bigger and bigger, and this is basically the same size it's been for coming up to 10 years. Now, obviously, being Quadrifoglio, you get the badge, and that harks back to the Targa Florio of 1923 with an Italian racing driver whose name I've forgotten, very disrespectful of me. He painted one of those on his car to bring him luck, and he won the Targa Florio, or did very well at least, and then he raced in a car, or tested a car without that on it, and he died. So yeah, it's good luck to have it, but if that wasn't on it, you would immediately die. Not much has changed around the back of the Giulia Quadrifoglio. Still got 4 exhaust pipes. There is an optional Akrapovic exhaust with carbon tips. You've got this lovely carbon fibre spoiler up here, which is a really nice shape, and the boot. It's 480 litres. It's quite a wide opening, but then once you get towards the back of the seat, the wheel arches intrude. So it's not the best shape for putting really deep, wide objects into. For that, you would have to go to insert obvious your mum joke here. But yeah, I think it's a very pretty car. This carbon fibre, I kind of want to lick it, but I'm not going to. Be professional, Tim. All right, this is the cabin of the Alfa Giulia Quadrifoglio. Nice thin rimmed steering wheel with these Alcantara bits at the 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock positions. The big metal shift paddles. Now got a digital dashboard, which you can customize, well, you can switch it between 3 different themes, including the slightly retro one. You've got the slightly older Alfa 8-inch infotainment system. It has got CarPlay, and there is a wireless charger under here, along with lots of wires for plugging in. They're not included, it's just because this is a press launch. You've got cup holders, you've got this new carbon weave, which is an open weave. I think it looks a little bit cheaper than the glossy carbon fibre that you had before. You've got a normal sized glove box, you've got the gear shift lever there, and you've got your drive mode selector down there with a little iDrive type controller, so you don't have to use that screen as a touch screen. You've got a red engine start button on the steering wheel. It does feel mostly nice in here, and it does feel a lot better quality than when this car first came out. When was that, 2017? 2016 even maybe? But yeah, they've upped the quality a bit, but I would still say an M3 feels posher inside. I'd say this has a bit more charm, I guess. It's a bit of a cliche. Backseat space in the Giulia Quadrifoglio is not fantastic, but it's not too bad, I suppose. I'm 6'3". That's my driving position. I've just got knee room, I've just got foot room. And if I lean all the way back, my head does brush the rather normal headlining. It's not Alcantara or anything fancy. I've got a USB-A and a USB-C in the middle, and there's a massive hump in the floor there, so your middle seat is a little bit of a joke. And if I close the door, it's not too claustrophobic. But anyway, that's enough about the specs of the Alfa Giulia Quadrifoglio. What's important is how it makes you feel when you're driving it. Let's go and find out and try not to crash it. Right, let's go for a drive in the Giulia Quadrifoglio then. And you've got your 3 driving modes. You've got A, which is the advanced efficiency one, and if you're cruising, it can shut down half the engine to get more than the claimed 28 mpg, but I think you'd be lucky to top that. Then you've got N, which is normal, so normal dampers, normal throttle and everything. And I have to say, in this and in the Stelvio Quadrifoglio, that's really well judged, because it doesn't make it feel like a limp kipper. You still get strong acceleration, the gearbox is always there when you need it, and that's in normal mode. So why do you need D? Well, it sharpens everything up, gives you sounds like louder upshift bangs on the exhaust, the gear shifts are faster, and the dampers are firmer. But you can press a button down here to soften the dampers off, so you can have all of the sportiness without having your teeth rattled out. And I remember when this car first came out, what was it, 2017, 2018? Back then, the only way to get the best exhaust noise and everything else was to put it in race mode. Race mode turns everything off, the stability control, and it's a little bit, you don't want to do that on the road personally, especially when it's not my 80 grand car. But yeah, let's get to how it drives, because it does feel, this is a massive cliche, quite special. It feels tactile, it feels like it responds in a way a bit like a Porsche would, but without artificially heavy steering. Everything is friendly, like even when the back steps out, it feels very progressive and it lets go quite easily, and you don't feel like you're about to spin it. Unfortunately, I can't show you this because I'm stuck behind a lorry, but yeah, it is obviously ferociously fast. It finds good grip. Admittedly, this is running P0 Corsa tyres on the rear, so there is loads of grip, but yeah, it is a really lovely car to drive. It's really engaging, it's really fun, it's enjoyable. It feels naughty in a way that the new M3 just feels a little bit too serious to me. This feels, for me, like my kind of car. It can do the comfortable stuff, and then when it wants to, it can go a bit mad, but with some Italian flair that the BMW doesn't really have. And it doesn't have the BMW stupidly chunky steering wheel either. But yeah, let's go to a racetrack and do some slightly wobbly laps with a beard net on. Right, I'm out on track in the Giulia Quadrifoglio. I was out here earlier in the Stelvio Quadrifoglio. This immediately feels more rear-wheel drive, because it is rear-wheel drive. It feels lighter on its feet and a little bit more accelerative when it hooks up, and it does take a bit longer to hook up than the Stelvio does. Now I'm just in D mode at the moment, and it still pushes nicely from the rear axle, and it slides wide in the slower turns, like out here. Boot it and it progressively slides really nicely. The brakes are really strong. There's none of the skittishness that you can get in the Stelvio, because that's a heavier car than this. This is 200 kilos lighter, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm a track novice, and this makes me this makes me laugh. It does move about a bit on the brakes, actually. Yeah, right, we're going to stick it in race mode in a second, and we'll be on our own. That's ESC off, and this is where I spin it probably. Oh no, it finds good grip. It finds really good grip, actually. I was expecting it to be lighting up the rear tyres instantly. Oh, that was actually really nice. It kind of creams the rear tyres and rotates slightly on the exit, but actually does find good drive. That was really, really satisfying. Yeah, come on. The direction changes really fast. There is a bit of body roll. It's obviously set up for the road, even in its stiffest damper setting. I'm having a lot of fun. Mild bit of concentration noises. Torque out there and carry third, slide it a little bit down the straight. It's fast. I'm not looking at the speed because that braking zone is bumpier than, oh gosh, 10,000 waffles. It's great. It feels like a proper driving machine. Feels equal to an M3. It's got a bit more body roll than an M3. Hasn't got quite the same savage torque. And it's a little bit too quiet, I would say now, without the Acra exhaust. You get on the power really early. This is an addictive track car. not particularly useful consumer journalism, but if you do buy one of these, you can do a track day. You might knacker your discs and your tyres and drink fuel, but hey, it's worth it. Oh, drifted out onto the main straight. Sorry, cool down lap. Cool down lap. Do I look ridiculous? My little beard warmer. Turning circle is a bit shit though. First world problems. Right, if you can't tell from all of that, I bloody love this car. It is just such a tactile thing. It's so enjoyable, it's so exploitable, and it's so fun without having to terrify yourself. I love the fact that you can feel it moving around and sliding a little bit without poo coming out. It feels manageable, and that diff has really made it feel more consistent when you're driving it quickly as well. Negatives really are around things like the cabin's not as posh as some of its rivals, but hey, it is good enough, I would say. And all the touch points feel good, like the metal paddles and things like that. The engine is a masterpiece. It's perhaps not as fast as the latest M3, it's not as brutal, but I think it's got a little bit more soul and it feels a bit more sophisticated than that car. So yeah, is it one of the best sports saloons you can buy? Yes. Should you sell your family to buy one? Yes. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Like, comment, subscribe. Go down to the comments and tell me the Italian word for I've stuck it in a hedge. I'll see you next time.